section right now. Let me know when you see it. It says we are live on custom live streaming services. It usually takes about 20 seconds or so. I'm gonna wave hi to the audience. I don't know if we're there yet or not, but I'm gonna wave hello.
We are live on Facebook.
On Facebook, okay.
How's my audio, by the way?
Little choppy. Little choppy on your audio, but tell you what, I can't wait to get back into the studio. That's gonna be
that'll
fun.
be fun.
Yeah, I don't see it on LinkedIn yet.
No.
Guys, oh yeah, we're there. We're there on LinkedIn. All right, so it took a second. All right, guys, so welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
who you know,
who y'all know,
different.
Who you know can make all the difference in the job search. I'm gonna give y'all some credits, okay, just like Star Wars. You guys, who wants to do the Star Wars theme song? Anybody want to do it? Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Anybody want to do that? No, nobody did the Star Wars theme song. Okay, that was kind of weak. Well, welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but who you know can make all the difference in your job search. Super excited to have Chad, Spencer, and absolutely Abby with us today. How are y'all doing?
Absolutely.
Good.
I'm doing great. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Since I don't have sound effects.
Super excited. Well, hey guys, before we get into all this great content, because we're going to have a phenomenal show today, I want to go straight to the audience, get them checked in. Let's see who we got here with us. Lisa Lowry in the house. What's up, Lisa?
Lisa Lowry in the house.
Yeah, Lisa Lowry is the bombbomb.com. Chandra Thomas, how are you doing? Michelle Jones. Hey, we lost somebody. Who do we lose? Mark? Mark's gone out of the picture.
Mark's gone. Mark, come back. Come back.
Kick him out, man. You know, guys, I had to kick Mark out. You know, we're like brothers, so I had to get him out of here. Jana, how are you? Good to see you. Guys, here's what I'd like for you to do. As you're checking in, a couple of things. I want to know where you're tuning in from. It's crazy. Things have just kind of exploded recently, and we're getting people from all over the country, all over the world, actually.
Yeah.
So we're so excited you're with us, and we want to know where you're tuning in from. Also, please do not forget to hashtag what you are searching for. So if you're searching for IT, project management, QA, whatever it is that you're searching for, put that hashtag in the comments section. That way it'll let our audience of recruiters and hiring managers, we do have them tuning in as well. So it will let us know, and they can go look up your profile. How cool is that? The third thing is, if you're hiring, if you're a company and you're checking us out right now, I want you to use the hashtag now hiring. Put that in the comments section so we can all collaborate and get to know you a little bit better. Dan Irving, good to see you. Meg Rose, how are you?
Meg Rose is our hype
lady. Yeah, she's the hype lady. Meg Rose is our hype lady. She's one of our favorites, super fans.
If you want to know,
here with us, Meg
Rose.
And Marky Mark's coming back in the stream with us. I don't know what happened. He got kicked out.
He still looks the same.
The Interweb.
The Interweb, yep.
Didn't make no changes.
Guys, we've been using the Zoom platform to do our show, which is pretty fun because, you know, the studio that we were working in has shut down since COVID and all that. So we're excited that our next show, we will actually be back in studio, which is going to be amazing. We're going to be at Real News PR, which is going to be a pretty cool environment. We're excited because once things open up, we're going to be able to have a live studio audience. How cool is that? So guys, I'm seeing you here, Roxanne, Allison, William, Leah. Guys, we want to have you come join us in person. That's going to be so much fun. Like
we got Walt Glass with us. Kelly Snyder and Walt Glass.
Walt Glass. Hey,
Walt Glass is, oh man.
Hey,
Walt Glass is in the house.
Man. Guys, we absolutely love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and, Foster, will you do us the honors and do the prayer for our listeners?
Be more than glad to. All you listeners out there, okay, give us a sec. We're going to go to God and we're going to tell him, we need a job. And then while we're doing it, we can tell them that we need other things too under our breath, because there's more than we need just a job. Okay, Father God, we thank you for another day. Now we are all looking for that next assignment from you. And so we want you to hold us up during this time. We've got COVID going on. It's hard enough without all the stuff that we got going on right now. And we added COVID with this. It's not our fault, but we ask that you get us through it and lead us to the place where you want us. We pray all of this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Can we get an amen on LinkedIn? Put that in the comment section and some hearts. We need some love, some hearts on LinkedIn.
I see Ernie Wynn, at least I know he was with me.
And I know we had some landings, guys. We're excited to announce a couple of landings. So if we can get a drum roll up in here, get a drum roll. Everybody home. Chad, Abby, Foster, we get the drums going. Get some drums.
Drums.
Shaking my
camera.
I can get on my beat lab back here. Get on my beat lab.
Oh, Mark's got drums in the background. Yeah, Mark, get on those drums, man. So let's give a drum roll and a very special congratulations. Let's see some hands on LinkedIn for Ray Gilliam.
Oh yeah, Ray Gilliam.
You guys need to tag Ray Gilliam in the comments section so that he sees this big old congratulations and support, and everybody just loves the fact that he landed. That's amazing. We also have another very special congratulations to give. I'm going to totally butcher this last name, but congratulations to Josh Schmickerwick.
Swickeride.
Schmickerrock. I don't know how to read or spell or.
Josh, well, I'll get him straight on that, man.
Guys,
Josh,
let's have a very special congratulations on LinkedIn for
absolutely.
Josh.
So, guys, there are a couple of more that Kevin Halton. I don't know if you guys ever met Kevin Halton. Kevin Halton landed right in the middle of Corona. He's at Jack Henry and Associates, and he's the senior accounting finance manager over there. And
nice.
Cindy Guerra, our own Cindy Guerra landed, Trevor.
Oh, there you go, guys. Congratulations to Cindy. You need to put some hands on LinkedIn, tag her so that she can see all this love that she's getting right now, guys. Tag Cindy and all these other great folks who just landed. Here's the good news, guys. COVID or no COVID, people are still landing jobs, right?
Right, that's true.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, people are landing jobs. So
yes, sir.
Keep your head up, okay? A lot of times it can be real easy to get discouraged and to lose faith and to lose hope, but I want you to keep your head up. And we were talking earlier before we started the show all about mindset. And there's a lot of things that you guys can be doing right now to keep an elevated mindset, a higher mindset. Let's get your mindset out of the dumps, because I know that's where it's at sometimes, right? We got to get out of our own way sometimes.
Yeah.
So, and events. I know Abby and Chad, you guys got some things going on real quick. Do you want to, Abby, first, do you want to plug, you had mentioned a couple of different things that you had.
Yeah, so everybody out there, I have a free COVID-19 resource guide, and it's been growing by 2 or 3 pages every week because I have career wake-up calls, which are Q&A calls dedicated to COVID-19 career search. So first, I want to invite you all to my next call, which is on Monday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I also want to send you my latest resource guide. And you can get both of them by emailing me at the link, at the email address that's on my face on here.
The email address that's on her face.
Pasted the email. I pasted the email address on my face, so you can email me there. And if you do that, the resource guide will automatically bounce back to you, and we'll add you to the list of people that we're going to invite to the career wake-up call Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We have had over 500 people on those calls. So we just want to get more because lots of you need help.
Can I come? Can I come, Abby?
No, that's too many, but you know.
Oh man, she done blocked me. She,
All right, you can
she hit the
come.
block button on me.
All right, you can come, but that's it, just you. So no, seriously, I want millions. I've got bandwidth to have, I think, up to like 3,000 people on that call. I'm up to
Oh,
over
wow.
500.
Wow.
So why not get them? So please tell
Yeah.
everybody about it. And all I do is answer your questions. So there's no content. You send in questions. I give you answers. I don't say your name. I don't say your state. That's it. I just answer questions about COVID-19 job search. And there's a lot of tips out there that I will be giving you
Lots.
on this during this session. So yay.
Yeah, we got to see you. What was it on? What call was that just the other day? You did a presentation on Foster. What was that one that you?
Oh
I
yeah,
saw
at
you.
Foster's group.
On
Yeah,
our
Foster's
HR
group, yeah.
focus group that
Yeah.
happens every Wednesday. We were just there a couple hours ago.
Yeah, it was great. It was great, Abby. Great presentation.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
So we're excited to hear more about that.
Cool.
Chad, you had an event or something going on too. You wanted to plug, right?
It's not necessarily an event. It's just for all your listeners, I wanted to at least give them the free version of my Job Seekers Playbook. It is a paid program in which we go about how to find a job without without job boards or recruiters. And anyway, they can get the free version there. If somebody can just post them in the comments. But it's just go.hazeltineadvisors.com/JSP free trial. Go.hazeltineadvisors.com/JSP free trial. And
Mark, you want to grab that link? It's in the chat, and then throw that into the live stream so people can grab that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We'll get that into the comments so that you guys can check it out.
I didn't get that in the chat because I had to remember I got locked out.
Oh, you got booted out.
Yeah.
That's right. We kicked you out of the show. Here,
My-
I'll put it back. I'll
Oh.
put it back. So we'll get that into the comments, guys, so y'all can connect with Chad. And then Mark, real quick, job seeker tip of the week, man. Take it away. You're gonna crush this one.
Yeah, well, before I get into that, want to plug Lisa Lowry's speaking engagement at the end of the month, the last Tuesday of May here, the day after Memorial Day. She says that she'll be speaking at the BTNG, so the ABTP BTNG.
LMNOP.
Business Technology Networking Group.
Yes, great group. They meet at the Las Colinas Country Club, and so Tuesday, the 26th, I believe that is.
Yeah.
Make sure to catch that 4 p.m. So
I never can get that one right. I never can get the APDGTP LMNOP.
Yeah.
You down with OPP?
There's 20
Yeah, you know
other.
me.
or
others.
anybody's name either, or anybody's
or
name.
people's names.
Or anybody's name, but that's okay. We digress. Job seeker tip of the week, guys. Hey, want to just go over a little bit of the updates with CARES, right? So the CARES Act and how that relates to you in the job search. So, we always talk about a lot of the mechanics or, staying positive, things like that. But right now there are some changes to your job search funding. Unemployment has been extended. You're going to get 13 additional weeks. So that
Wow.
is 3 additional months on top of what you normally would get.
Wow.
The extra $600 is included. If you are not receiving that, make sure that you get with Texas Workforce Commission so you can get that added on. That is through the end of July, though. So that extra $600 per week is only for a limited time, and you need to get on that. So if you are on unemployment, make sure that you're on that. Unemployment definitions in unemployment insurance have also been extended. So if you previously did not qualify, let's say you were self-employed or you're working as a 1099 and on contract, you did not have an unemployment option. For those, the new additions to the CARES Act and updates now provide unemployment relief for you. So you can get unemployment. Another category, people that are primary caregivers, let's say they have to stay home because their children's schools, which that's most of us, have been closed for the rest of the year. You also now qualify for unemployment insurance and those additional benefits. So Guys, there's all sorts of other changes to the tax codes. The tax deadlines have been extended. Retirement account provisions are changed. You need to go get some help. Make sure that, because when you're in a career transition, you are in a financial transition. Some of these things are going to be very impactful and important to your search. So make sure that your financial house is remaining in order as you go through your career transition. You know, some of you, it may even be just starting up a simple budget, right? Making sure your outflows aren't over or greater than your inflow. You know, all sorts of financial aspects right now to be cognizant of, to be aware of,
100%.
and continue managing.
100%. Here's one, guys, too, on that note. Refi, okay? Just so you know, interest rates are lower than they've ever been, right? Refi your mortgage. Maybe you can do that. Maybe you can.
Maybe time to buy a new car if you were.
Maybe time to buy a new car. We just did that yesterday. Yep. We just did that yesterday. You guys ever heard of 0% for 84 months? That has never existed before in history.
That's never existed before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, there are some things out there that can help you, right? You may be able, like, we just traded in a car and lowered our payment and got a brand new car and lowered our payment like in 0% for 84 months. Like,
I'm even going to look for a new car now.
Yeah. So guys, go look at some things. And what Mark is saying is, you know, be aware, ask questions, get your financial picture in place. That's awesome, Mark. Great tips.
So I have a tip that's very similar.
Yeah.
So someone on my call, on one of my career wake up calls, said that if you call your creditors and you say, I just lost my job, nothing is going to happen. But if you call them up and you say, I lost my job due to COVID-19, they actually have, here's the exact phrase, I have no income due to the coronavirus. So everybody write that down. I have no income due to the coronavirus. If you say that phrase to your creditors, they have special policies in place to help you. But if you just
put that in the comments section.
Okay.
Put that in the comments section. So how do you say it again? I lost my income, or I have no income due to the coronavirus.
I'll put it in LinkedIn.
Yeah, I have no income due to the coronavirus. That's a great, hey guys, this is awesome.
Here's another thing. I don't want to let this go because we do have a number of job seeker networking friends or networking folks who have student loans still. If you have a federally held student loan, no interest, no payments through September 30th. So if you are currently paying on your student loans during this time of COVID-19, that is additional relief that you can get. You can stop payments. Now you have to check with your loan provider, make sure that that is one of the provisions that they are also aware of, and that you have a federally held student loan. It has to be federally held.
And one of the things, guys, on all the stuff we're talking about, talk with the professionals, get all the details, because a lot of times there's fine print to some of this stuff. And if you don't know all the rules, when you break the rules, then that's when you're in trouble, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, like, even on some of these, with the mortgages, right, where they're saying, hey, you know, you don't have to pay your mortgage right now. Well, they're gonna have a catch-up provision, and all of a sudden now you got 3 or 4 mortgage payments that are due. And like, if you couldn't pay the one, you know, good luck paying 3 or 4 all at one time. So guys, check on this stuff is all I'm saying, because, you know, you got to know the rules. And right now there are a lot of great things that are available for you, but read the fine print, okay? That's all we're saying. Let's go to the audience real quick, and then guys, stay tuned with us, because when we come back, we're going to be talking with Chad Spencer. You guys don't want to go anywhere for that. So let's go to the audience and see who we got with us. Jim Young, what's up, man? He said, I need to get a job before I get a new car to replace my 20-year-old truck. Yeah, you know what? Great point there. You know, a lot of times when they're looking at your credit too and all that stuff, and you're applying for a loan, for a car loan, the income is going to be part of that process. So it's a great point. I like that. You got to get the job first, maybe. Let's see. We got Melody with us. Andy Cook, what's up, Andy? How are you doing?
Cook's with us, yeah.
Yep. Of course, Meg Rose, as always. Let's see. Rosemary.
Fun, Scott.
Let's see, what does she say here? She says, hit me up before you buy a new car. My business will get you a huge discount on purchase. Oh, okay. All right,
All right.
Rosemary, what do you do? I want to hear from you. What do you sell cars? What are you doing?
Hey, I
She's
love
in the
this
live
comment.
stream slanging cars. She's
got,
like, let me slang these cars.
Chiquita Partee, and she wrote, hey everyone, this is my first time joining. I see the value in joining already. Appreciate the invite. So whoever invited you, that brings up another good point. Before we go further, there's that arrow down at the bottom of your video screen there with the word share next to it.
Thank you.
Don't know what that means. If you don't know what that means, which I wouldn't fathom why you wouldn't, make sure that you mash that button, click on it, and share it out. More importantly than that, tag somebody here in the comments, tag somebody.
Just like Heidi Torres just did.
But on your computer, you can type @ and then their name and tag them into the comments so they come and watch the show.
Yes, tagging is super important, guys. Here's the deal. We got 33 million people unemployed or whatever the numbers are today, right? You should probably know somebody who is affected by this, I would think, right? So invite a job seeker. A lot of you are working with recruiters. Invite the recruiters. Why wouldn't you do that? Invite them here. Maybe you have a career coach or somebody that's a subject matter expert or whatever. Invite them, guys. The more, the merrier. The more that we can collectively get people on this platform, good things are gonna happen, right? We're gonna get people jobs. That's all that's gonna happen, right? So, Monique, let's see. Oh, she says, I will take all the credit for inviting Shikita. Thank you for that.
All right.
Thank you for that invite. Awesome, guys. Well, we absolutely love you. Thank you so much for being with us. Let's go ahead and dive right into Chad's interview. Thank you so much for being with us, Chad. We got Chad Spencer in the house. And let me pull up your LinkedIn profile too so the audience can check you out and get to you on LinkedIn. But Chad, we met at the Shea Rowbottom course, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good course. I mean, great course, still and very involved in it. So
yeah, we're still going through that together. It was pretty cool. We got to collaborate a little bit, and going through the course, we found out, oh, okay, well, we're kind of in the similar space, right? We're helping job seekers and stuff like that. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do. You're out there in Houston, Texas, right?
Yeah, we're in Houston, and that's where I'm from. Actually, my wife and I live remote full time now, and we're back in Houston for May and June. We were in California for the first part of the year here, but I started a recruiting firm focused primarily in the oil and gas space. So a subset of that, E&P and midstream, and a subset of that, private equity backed E&P and midstream. So very niche. And I started that 4.5 years ago. We did really well, and we're at a point now where we can give back a lot more than we could before. And I, have created some programs to help job seekers and then help folks actually start a recruiting firm as well. But the job seeker program is something I'm very passionate about. And I love what you guys are doing here.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So how has COVID affected, right? Because you said you in the oil industry, right? Like, so how has that affected you in your business?
Yeah, it's definitely, so March 16th is the last search we had. So it actually got put on hold.
Wow.
And so we, but saying that to say this, this is always a little bit of a slow time. People are, figuring out what budgets have for the rest of the year and things. Bonuses just got paid out. And so this is always a little bit of a slower time. My guys, my niche, they buy and sell all the time. And so they're always hiring. And so I know that in the third and fourth quarter, it's going to come back when people what's keeping people away is the fact that you can't come into the office and interview. The oil and gas industry as a whole is pretty old school and
very tactile.
This Zoom stuff, they're not gonna hire you without shaking your hand. Now that may that may be different in some occasions, but for the most part, people need to bring you in the office to kind of put a face to the name and shake, like I said, shake your hand. So I know things are going to come back. We've already talked talk to companies looking to build out their teams, new teams looking to acquire assets and then build up their teams from there. So I'm excited about the next part of the third and fourth quarter of the year.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know you and Abby here have a similar story. You were talking about it before we hopped on this call, which was about how you kind of just, picked up everything and moved and started and tell us about your journey. Like, how did you get into all this?
Well, so, the recruiting business has been very rewarding to me, both, flexibility wise, as well as monetarily. And, my wife and I, we had this dream of, not having to be some one place to make money. And, we could just travel all over the place and see, destination or live in destination areas all over the country. And we tried it out. We just did a test run last July in Key West, Florida, and absolutely loved it. It was a blast. And so we said, you know what? We're going to figure out how to do this full time. And we said, we're going to put a hard date on it at the end of November. We're going to, sell everything and then put everything in a 10 by 10 storage unit. And our first stop, which we didn't know at the time, but our first stop was Manhattan Beach, California. And we went, actually, the first part of December, we went to Cabo for a week. We have a timeshare down there, and went to Cabo for a week, and then came back, spent 17 days in an Airbnb in Houston, which we're actually at right now. These folks did, because of COVID, they weren't renting it out. And so we said, we're going to spend 2 months here, or can we spend 2 months here? They said, perfect. Love to have you. You took care of the house. Awesome. And so, that was, we spent 17 days in Houston, and then did Christmas with our parents. My parents are in Houston. My wife's family, Rebecca's parents, are in South Texas. And so we spent that. And then on the day after Christmas, we hightailed it to California. And little did we know that the last month of us being in California, we would not be able to step foot on the beach, which we were a block away. It's been a great life experience. The last month we were on 100 acres in Sonoma County in the Redwoods, and internet was a little spotty there, but, was able to get business done. But it's been a really, really cool journey. If you guys want to check it out, it's spencersgonenomad.com. We did a little website about it, but spencersgonenomad.com. It's pretty cool. Just, keep up with us.
You know what, Chad, that's a great segue, because there's actually something that I saw actually I'd seen it before, but then actually saw the live version of it today, which is LinkedIn Stories. Have you heard about LinkedIn Stories?
So I looked at it, and there was a couple folks that, we engaged with there in the group, and I couldn't find it on my end. So
yeah, it's not here in the United States yet. It's overseas, like Europe and things like that. So, but yeah, so what you're saying is you were kind of like documented this journey that you were on all over the place, all over the country. That's awesome, right? So like LinkedIn Stories is coming out, and I'm pretty sure they'll open it up in America. They're just kind of doing beta tests on it right now. But I think there's going to be some mixed emotions on LinkedIn Stories about how to use this, how to be professional with it. We don't want to get a whole bunch of cat videos, right? So what are your thoughts about how would you use LinkedIn Stories? If you were a job seeker, what would you do with LinkedIn Stories?
Well, first of all, I mean, you just got to press record, right? So it's all about pressing record. A lot of people just, they think stories is a great idea, but they never press that record button. So I would document your life. I mean, I've started, you've seen some of my content. If you go to my, LinkedIn profile, you can see our content, or my content, and not all of it is, I don't post cat videos, don't get me wrong, but I do some humor type content, but there's always something to learn at the end of it. I always teach at the end of it, but I engage people right at the beginning. So I'd say if you can, use stories to be relevant to what you're trying to do in your career, then, that's definitely going to help you in your job search. So
yeah, I would. Totally second that. Like I was thinking about that earlier today and I'm like, okay, LinkedIn stories, if I'm a job seeker, then I'm totally documenting the entire process. Like I'm documenting what it's like to upload a resume, and I'm documenting what it's like going in a networking meeting and like who I'm meeting, and like I'm just documenting everything. After I get out of an interview, I'm like taking a video about, man, that interview was this or that, and like just the whole process, the whole story of what it takes, and then the success at the end, the triumph when when you land. And what happens is when you do those stories, if anybody's ever done like Instagram stories or anything like that, you start to actually get to know people and follow people, right? And what'll end up happening is you build an audience and you get visibility, which is key in your job search. You need visibility. So I think it's a pretty cool feature.
What's the next destination?
What's the next?
What's that?
Where are you guys going next? What's the next destination?
Next destination is Key West, Florida. So we're
Key
going back
West.
to
A year ago right now, I was down there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I need I know
point-
a lot of people like low gas prices, but I need oil prices to go up to about $80.
Yeah, I started to say, yeah.
To your point, Chad, and Trevor, your conversation dialogue on that made me think about the tracking, right? The documenting and tracking. That's another thing that job seekers need to do. Not only documenting and being able to see your journey, but as far as the tracking, right? Making sure that you are logging your activity, that your calendaring is intact, that you are looking at the metrics, right, of what you're doing. You have to know where you've been to see where you're going, right? And so you want to make sure that if it's just on a simple spreadsheet or something like that, when you've applied, where you've applied, right, what the follow-up steps are, all of that. A lot of the job seekers that we talk with, I don't necessarily get that they're doing things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's super important to be able to track your search progress and where things are at.
Absolutely. Think about job seekers. You guys think about your interviews. What are some of those questions they're asking you? You guys having to explain how you ended up being a .NET programmer? How did it happen? Where did you go through to get there? These are some of the things you guys want to think about when you're interviewing with the very people that did the same thing you did.
Chad, I've got a quick question for you. What has it been like on Shay's course? What are some of the takeaways? And I mean, we jumped into that thing together. I think you got started before I did, but I love your content, man. It's awesome. So tell me a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, so I had been doing videos before. I did a lot of tip videos, a lot of hiring videos, a lot of job seeker videos. And, I wasn't getting that much engagement. I really thought my content was amazing, but that's just me. That's just me. And I'm very biased. But so I thought it was really, really good, but nobody else did, I guess. And that's another thing for the oil and gas business. A lot of these guys see my content, but they don't engage with my content. And so I knew I needed to do something different. I knew I needed to take it to the next level. And I saw Shay and I said, you know what, I want to, if I'm going to do this, I want to learn from somebody that has already done it, that has been successful with it. And that's, the stance I take on everything, whether I'm buying a course or, joining a mastermind or whatever it is. I want to know that the person that I'm involved with on that program or whatever has done it and been there, done that, got the t-shirt, been successful at that.
Yep. 100%.
That's what I found. And yeah, she had, and yeah, it's blown up, man. I love posting, funny content. I have a lot of fun making these videos. And if I can help people, if I can bring more folks into my network and then help them because I made them laugh, that's good. I did do one that didn't make people laugh very much and had a tick off, I'm not going to say the other word, tick off a recruiter. And I
saw that one.
Yeah. And that was a little bit of tough love. And I try to give, tough love that really the first word out of your mouth should not be what's the pay when it comes to recruiters. There's other things that you can network with them. I mean, you have the recruiter on the phone, just network with them, utilize them as much as you possibly can, as opposed to just saying, what's the pay? Now, unfortunately, there's so many bad recruiters out there that are just, don't know. They came into this business. It's a very low barrier to entry, and they come into this business, they can't talk shop in the industry, and it turns a lot of people off. And, what I always say is, look, just before you even know the person, just try to get to know them before you say, hey, what's the pay? What does this job pay? There's a better way to say it. You're not going to walk up to a girl in a bar or a guy at a bar and say, all right, it's time to go home. Like you're going to have that conversation with the person, right? So
yeah, you're not going to ask them if they want to get married on the first date.
That's what I mean.
Exactly. I wasn't following you with taking them home. I don't know what you were going with there.
Yeah, okay. We'll say married or going on a date or whatever. I mean, I don't know. But,
yeah, no, I'm just joshing with you, man. No,
a lot of folks come off as very forward, and really, there's a way you can massage into that. It creates a great relationship on both parties.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. I hear that. And we were talking a little bit before we got on the show about investing in yourself. Guys, I think it's super important. Like Chad and myself are recently going through this course. You're going to actually get to hear from Shay Rowbottom next week. She's going to be on the show. But invest in yourself. I know you're in the job search. I know things are tough and financially things can be a little bit rough. And there's a lot of free resources out there, which is amazing for you. You get a lot of free stuff. Okay, I want you to know that, which is beautiful. But you can learn it the hard way, or you could invest in yourself. And there are resources out there that you could pay for that will totally enhance and make things quicker for you. You'll get to the destination a lot faster. Let's put it that way. We were talking a little bit about that. And what's been your experience, right? You went through Shay's course. I know for myself, I tried video editing. I tried doing it all on my own. I tried learning it. I tried Googling and YouTubing and tried to do it on my own, right? Yeah. And then guess what? I got an expert, and here I am. Next thing you know, we're doing it, right? Has it been the same thing for you?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's, I knew how to edit. I knew how to do the things. Canva was one that I learned. And if you guys, your audience has not gone to Canva to optimize their LinkedIn profile, just go get a free account in Canva. Start playing with that thing. It's amazing what Canva can do. Canva.
Great tool.
Yeah, it's a great tool for you to start, really, like if you go look at my LinkedIn profile, you look at the back and you look at yours too. I mean, you can create stuff like that, your cover photo, you can create stuff like that in Canva. And it's really cool. So I've learned so much in being involved with her and just her community, but I did pay for it, right? I mean, it cost me money. I invested in myself, but did I get, tenfold back? Absolutely. I mean,
10x the results, right?
No question.
10x, yeah. Yeah, it would have taken me, I don't know if I would ever get the same result that I'm getting right now. I don't know if I would, learning it on my own, I don't know when I would have got this kind of result, right? So it 10x's your result. And that's what you're looking for, guys. You're looking for the result. At the end of the day, you're looking to land that job. And sometimes a career coach or somebody that can help you along, because that's their expertise, they may be able to shorten that cycle for you and get you there quicker.
Absolutely.
So, right? You agree, Abby, right?
Absolutely.
Not everything that's free is look, guys, you get what you pay for in this world. Okay. Not everything that's free is thebomb.com. Okay. Just saying.
It costs a little bit more to go first class. So
yeah, touche to that. Okay, so let's go to the audience real quick. Thank you, Chad, so much for being with us. We really appreciate you. And you've got your free course that you want to give out, or a template, or what do you call it? It's not a course.
I believe we posted it. It's called the Job Seekers Playbook, and that is the free version. Like you said, you got to pay something. So I found that giving away, that thing for free, it's a wealth of knowledge, but giving away it for free, people just didn't value it. And, it's one of those things that if I can help somebody get back to work in half the time, what did that really say? What did they really spend on that? If the person was making $5,000 a month or $20,000 a month, I mean, it takes them 5 months to get a job, or 6 months to get a job, but 3 on my program, I just saved them $15,000 or $30,000. So anyway, but a lot of people don't look at it like that, but I did want to at least extend it for, to thank you guys, thank your audience for having me. If you want to go follow me, by all means, you can take a look at my videos, and hopefully those can help you too. Those can be some good job seeker resources for you as well. But yeah, it's just the Job Seekers Playbook, go.hazeltineadvisors.com/JSP free trial. So it should be in the comments, but
yeah, that's a long one. I couldn't say that twice, so I'll have to put it in the chat.
I've said it 1,000 times, when I just go back, but
yeah, we'll make sure it gets in the chat here in the comments. Awesome. Thank you, Chad, so much for being with us. It's been great to get to know you and to work with you, collaborate with you through Shay's course and here today. So thank you. Yeah. We really appreciate you. Let's go to the audience real quick. Who do we got with us today? Fanny Dunnigan. Oh man, Fanny
Chuck
Dunnigan.
Vanderweel just joined in.
Yeah, Chuck's been there for a minute or two.
Fanny Dunnigan, just want you to know we love you, and your show needs to be Everybody Loves Fanny. I'm just keep speaking it until you do it. Okay, I'm gonna speak it until you do it.
We're not the only ones telling her to do that.
Yeah. By the way, for the audience who was watching last week, did not shave my head. Have not shaved my head, but I am working on my video scripts, so more videos to come.
I didn't shave my head either.
Well,
Foster, what about you?
No, Foster, I don't have to. Mine's doing it itself. Yeah, okay. Pretty soon I won't have anything to shave.
That's awesome. Okay, we got Juan Torres, Meg Rose, Ruthie.
Juan. Hey, Ruthie.
Joelle, how are you? Linda Howard.
Chris Reinecke. Haven't seen Chris.
Hey, Todd Lamb. Hey, Todd Lamb, I saw that. Thank you for that
Todd
comment.
Lamb. Yeah.
Yeah, we love you guys. So again, make sure you are, you're putting a hashtag what you're searching for. So project management, QA, accounting and finance, whatever it is that you do, put that hashtag in there. If you are a helper or a recruiter or like I see Shannon Nibbert with us. Thank you, Shannon, for being here with us.
Thanks,
Plug your company. Like you can even, I wonder in the live chat, can you tag your company? Shannon, tag your company right now.
Do it. Absolutely.
We got our official hype woman, Meg Rose.
Meg Rose, MRQ.
She is the official WYK hype woman.
Hey, you know what? That's a good point. I was just thinking about. See, I got my microphone here, guys. You see my microphone? I was just thinking about this. So if you can tag the company in live chat, right? What's your target company?
Can you tag
your target company right now?
Show.
Because guess what?
You never know
page managers who are going to get a notification. All right, tag your tag your target companies right now. Do that in the chat box.
Also, make sure that you are tagging other job seekers, other people in your network. One request I want to put out there: if you know somebody from Sabre, tag them. Right, Sabre has recently gone through another round of layoffs. So.
Okay, yep. We've helped many people from Sabre, you guys. So if you know anybody that worked at Sabre, yeah, that's a great point. Or even if they still work there, right? Who cares? I want you to tag them because guess what? They know everybody that just got let go, right? So they can then introduce them. This is all about helping people, right? Help one person every day. You guys know that. So. Guys, tag the people that you think should be watching the show. So Ruthie says, next step recruiting. Ruthie, is that your business? You work there? I'd love to hear from you. That's awesome. So you can tag companies.
That's somebody amazing. That does.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is great. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know we could do that. So that's new. You can tag companies in the comment section. That's pretty powerful, guys. Tag the companies. Get them here. Tag them. That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, thank you so much again. We appreciate you. Let's go ahead and let's jump into.
Let's talk to Abby.
Abby.
There's Abby, that smiling lady right there. That's Abby.
Absolutely,
hey,
Abby.
Abby.
Hello.
Absolutely, Abby.
Hello.
How are you doing, Ab?
Fantastic. I'm here on the Jersey Shore.
I was
Very
just about
jealous.
to say, hey, where are you?
Very jealous. I'm on the Jersey Shore, and I really would love to be in Dallas right now.
Yeah, I bet so, huh? What's the temperature out there?
53 degrees, but it's a little nippy. It's raining all week.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Well, Abby and I met each other. Oh my goodness, probably what maybe 8 years ago now? Has it been that
Probably
long?
2012, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And it was neat because Abby and I were doing the same thing, only Abby was traveling around the United States
I
doing it.
sure
And I'm
was.
like, I'm going to live vicariously through that lady right there. I let her introduce me. And you know, a lot of our network that is outside of Texas is thanks to Abby. So Abby's a recruiter too. And so you guys give her a hand. All y'all, all of you job seekers, give her a hand.
Yay,
Thank you.
Abby. Hands
Abby's
on
Hey,
been
LinkedIn,
with us
y'all.
a
hey,
Hands
long
on
time.
LinkedIn.
I'm looking at the profile that you put on the screen, and that's a Dallas group. You recognize those people, Foster, right?
I do. Many of those people. And you
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm looking at a lot of people that are working right now.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. Many probably thanks to you.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Oh,
Absolutely, right?
Absolutely.
You know, somebody literally thought that was your first name, and I had to tell them your name was
People,
Abby.
people, people have told me that before, so it's not that unusual.
I meant to tell you that it to make sure and connect with Charles. I'll make you connect. You guys probably already connected, but he literally thought your first name was Absolute. That's a strange
Funny, you
last
know
first
what?
name.
It's a good first name.
It is.
hey,
Good
It is.
first
Abby,
name.
I didn't mention this earlier, but if you want to, I know you have like a presentation and stuff like that that
Yeah.
you've shared before. If at any point you want to grab screen and maybe show a few slides, I'm just throwing that out there. You don't have
That's a
to.
good idea.
I didn't tell you about it beforehand, so don't feel obligated. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's really complicated. All right, let me see what I can do.
Yeah,
I just threw you
technology
right under the
minded
bus.
people.
She's like,
Hold
okay, now I
on.
have to do it.
I
I
got it.
am.
No, I've
I,
got
I
one. I've
want to
got
share
one
your.
slide. I want to share one slide, so I'm gonna do
Oh
this
Yes.
yeah,
one.
bring it up
Hold
because
on.
I want people to know your story. Trevor's brought up a LinkedIn stories now, and wow, what a story you got.
Oh, then I'll share a couple of slides if you want me to
There you
tell my
go.
story.
There you go.
All right, let me share my screen. Hold on.
Do you love how raw this show is? This show is so raw. We're just authentic as we can be.
Hey, we're reality TV, baby.
All right, so here's my story, guys.
Oh, look at that.
That's my RV.
Oh,
Yep, that's
Let
it.
me flip over to. I can't figure out how to do this. But you can see it, right? Does it look okay?
yeah,
I need
that's
that
great.
truck and that RV. That's what I need.
So that's the RV that Chad needed. Um, but I did the same thing. I packed everything into a storage unit. It's like almost the same story. And drove around the country
Oh
for
yeah.
3.5 times. So went to California, went to Texas, went to New Jersey, went to California, went to Texas, went to New Jersey, blah, 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 3.5 times. And then I started flying around the country, and that was fun too. So I pretty much stopped doing that last summer because I wanted to get back into recruiting. And I've been doing recruiting full time since last summer. I've been in the pharmaceutical industry. I worked for CBS, the TV company. That was amazing. And then I'm back in pharma, and I really want to plug a job. You guys want a job out there? Hello, you want a job?
I do.
All
I
right.
do.
So,
Plug a
and you don't even
job.
have to be in Dallas. You can be anywhere. So I'm doing a temporary job this week, and I'm hiring people all over the country to sell PPE. PPE is personal protective equipment. That would be N95 masks. So I'm hiring 150 sales reps to sell masks to hospitals and coveralls and goggles and thermometers and all those things.
That
Gowns.
shouldn't be a hard job right now, I wouldn't think. I think that'd
It's
be a pretty
low
easy job.
hanging fruit. Low
Yeah.
hanging fruit. So anybody that's interested in that kind of job, it's all commission, by the way. It's a startup company. They started 2 months ago. They're also making custom masks. So here's the thing. Let's say you know somebody, a company like a Starbucks, and you want to go talk to the CEO of Starbucks about getting a custom mask that says Starbucks on it, then you need a sales job to do that. So send me an email to join@absolutelyabby.com, and I will get you, and I'll send you an email and about all that. And in the meantime, you'll get my resource guide for COVID-19 because you need tons of tips from me And it's 25 pages. It keeps growing every week because I'm having my career wake up calls. So all you have to do is email me at join@absolutelyabby.com, and you'll have a job opportunity, a resource guide, and an invitation to my calls. How cool is that?
Dang, that's a mic drop moment. I don't know
That
if
is a
y'all can
mic
see
drop.
it.
You get
Oh, I don't have a
Can-
mic.
I
could
got
drop
one.
I could drop
Trevor's
a phone.
got one.
All
I
right,
got
you
one.
drop the
I don't
mic.
know if they can see me though on the screen.
I see it.
That's
I
all
see
right.
it.
Well,
I
I'll drop it, but you can drop it.
We're
That's
All
dropping
right.
the mic, and Abby's dropping the science.
All right, but I want to give everybody a tip. You're going to love this, you guys. I've got two for you. All right, here's one. When you're searching for a job, put these phrases in your job search in the window. Like when you're searching on LinkedIn, put in the quote, put in this word, currently hiring, in quotes. Put in the word hiring now. Put in not on hold. Put in filling immediately, immediate need. All of these words are on the job postings of the companies that want to make sure that you know that they're actually hiring. There are companies hiring all over the place. You just don't know about it. So you got to use these phrases, and that will help. Okay. And then another thing that you should do is search for companies that are hiring recruiters. Because if a company is hiring a recruiter, there's no way that they're not growing. Like, that's crazy. They would not need a recruiter if they weren't growing.
That's
So
very true.
go find the companies that are searching for recruiters and look to see what their job postings are. They are definitely growing.
Great point.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah, that's really good.
All right, let me see if there's any other cute ones like that. So this is right out of my presentation that I've been doing all over the country. Oh, here's another good one. A lot of you are concerned about networking because you feel like it's insensitive to be networking right now because everybody's dealing with COVID. So in my resource guide, which you're going to get, I have this note, and it says this: Dear X, it seems very strange for me to be writing to you today in an effort to network with you in these challenging times. But I believe that paying it forward is key. I've been recently displaced due to COVID-19. So first, is there any way that I can help you? I have lots of free time now, so please just ask. Secondly, can you recommend someone in your network that might need to hire a blank? I would certainly appreciate any recommendations or referrals. I will continue to keep you and your blank in my thoughts. Please do take care. Okay? So if you want a copy of that, got to get the resource guide. Join at absolutelyabby.com. Resource guide will bounce right back to you. You can copy that note. I have another note in here for polite persistence after an interview that has gone cold. You've got crickets. You want to write to them, but you feel bad. It's another one. It says, I'm writing this note to tell you I'm thinking about you and your business, and I'm sending my wishes that you're both well. I was very interested in the blank position before COVID, and that hasn't changed. I look forward to reconnecting with you when life gets back to normal. So I've sent this out to so many people, and they tell me that they're getting responses back. So these things are actually working. That's why I'm sending them to you. In my resource guide, you're going to find my favorite cover letter template. I want you to use cover letters because it's the only way to differentiate yourself right now. And I gave you the template in the resource guide so you can do that. There's other stuff in there like great motivational quotes. So like this one, I love this one. Got to see this. This is awesome. Whatever you have, your skills, your love, your joy, your ingenuity, your ability to do things, please show it now. Do not try to save it for another lifetime.
That's a mic drop. That is a mic drop right there. Yeah.
Now, I wish I had said that. I really do. And I wish I could read the name of the person that said that. But somebody told me on my career wake up call who it was, but I can't remember what they said.
That's Saga the Ha.
What?
Saga the Ha. I don't know. Saga
Khan. I think it's Shaka Khan. Yeah.
Shaka Khan.
Yeah, Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. That's who it is. Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. That's it.
That is awesome.
So Abby, I have a question.
Yes, dear.
So when you were traversing the United States, what areas of the United States had the most activity going on? I know Dallas is way up there, probably Atlanta, but did you notice in some other metropolitan areas?
When you say activity, do you mean job clubs?
Right. Well, not job clubs, but activity. The companies are hiring. There's some areas that you know, there are
Oh,
companies there, but they're not really moving very, very quickly.
yeah. Well, I mean, this was a couple of years ago. So Austin was huge, Dallas
Oh
was
yeah.
huge, Chicago was huge, San Francisco was huge,
Okay.
and even New Jersey if you were in the biotech area.
Oh, biotech.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. That's
yeah.
pretty cool. That's very
Mhm.
cool. So now on the let's talk about the career wake up calls.
Sure.
Uh, Now you have a whole lot of people that are showing up on these career wake up calls. Are they
500.
are any of them from out of the United States?
It's hard to tell. I can't actually see where people are
Oh yeah.
from unless I see their area code. So right now it's hard to tell, but I bet there's probably one or two, but the calls are relevant to people outside the United States.
Hmm. I bet so. That whole concept is interesting because it's so simple because you've been doing it for so long. I'm
Yep.
talking with my hands, but you guys can't see them.
Yeah. This is the thing. You have to, if you're going to talk with your hands, guys, if you're doing an interview and you want to talk with your hands, you have to raise them up. I learned that. I had media training at some point. They taught me that. So here's
Oh
my
wow.
gestures.
Name,
Yeah.
name that movie. Name that movie. In the comments, name that movie. Who is that?
Oh,
Oh, I'm remembering now, and I can't.
I know. I remember, but I can't think.
And no, can't
Come
pull
on,
it
that's
up.
Ricky Bobby. That's Ricky Bobby.
Ricky
All
Bobby.
Yeah, see,
right.
he won the Talladega whatever 500, and then they put the microphone, and he was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know.
That's Ricky Bobby. Hey, while we got you, let's talk a little bit about when we get in for those interviews. You know, we focus a lot on resumes and all this stuff, and you
Yeah.
know, and when we get in on those interviews, what are some of the things that are working in those interviews? Are we connecting to these people? Are we telling them what they're looking for? Are we sticking out? You know, are we the number one candidate? What are you seeing?
All
Because we
right.
had a real
So
nice talk on that at HR.
yeah. So here's the thing. When I ask people, why did you apply for blank? Because I'm doing these interviews all week for these sales positions.
Hmm.
We're trying to hire 150 salespeople by Monday. Did I mention that?
Oh
So
wow,
if you're interested, can you
high
please
volume.
email me at join@absolutelyabby.com? Remember, sales, masks. Anyway, so
There's a
I
number
say
of
to
people in the
people,
comments.
good. So I say to, thank you. So I say to people, why are you interested in this position? And nobody can seem to answer that question. This is a very simple thing. You got to know the answer before you go on every interview. Why are you interested in this position and company? Just know it and give me an answer. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just something. Why are you interested?
Because I need a paycheck.
That's not a good answer, Trevor, but that's a great example of a bad
It's a
answer.
great
Thank
example
you.
of a bad answer.
But
Oh, another thing that we're doing, guys, a lot of us go on to these interviews and
Mm,
we haven't really, there's no excitement about the company. You can't tell that question that Abby just asked. We really can't give anything. It sounds like we're trying to think of something to say. And you have to make us feel, us hiring managers and companies, you guys got to make us feel special. You got to show some kind of interest. Why do you want to work here?
Right. Why do you want to? Okay, guys, this is it. This is my tip because I might not be the person who ends up interviewing you for these jobs. But why do you want a job selling PPE? Why? So a good answer here, I'm going to give you the tip, all right,
mm,
is I want to make a difference in people's lives. I want to get PPE in the hands of hospital workers that need them because right now there's a shortage and your company has them. Like someone said to me, my grandmother is a nurse and she comes home every day complaining that the hospital doesn't have enough PPE. That's why I want to work for your company. Perfect.
yes,
Simple.
and yes. I like
There,
that.
Simple.
yeah, there's a number of markets that are opened up behind COVID. You know, think about a
Mic
lot of
drop.
companies that do not have an HR team that can do their own background screening. Think of, you know, something as simple as we were held up last week with one of my clients. We were held up because nobody could do, they didn't have anybody that could do a fingerprint of someone, and the company that did fingerprints that they were cognizant of was closed. And they're like, who else does fingerprinting? you know, and you would be surprised out there what is open because of COVID, what new opportunities are there because of COVID.
All right, so I'm going to say it again. I need to fill 150 sales
Good.
positions by Monday.
Mm.
Monday. That's what, 4 days away? Monday. So how do you get involved with this? Send an email to join@absolutelyabby.com. I'll send you an email. I'll tell you about it. It's commission only. Did I say that? It's a commission only
You
sales
did.
position, but it's low hanging fruit because we're selling PPE, which we have in stock, to hospitals that don't have PPE. Low hanging fruit.
That
Man, that
seems
is
like a
super
pretty
low
good.
hanging fruit. You down
Yeah.
with PPE?
Yeah, you know me.
I was waiting on that one.
Hey, so that, guys, you need to check it out, okay? And you know what? Secondly, on that note, Abby, thank you for being extremely transparent, right? Like, you know what? It's okay. Commission jobs are okay, guys. They're great positions out there are
That's
commission.
very lucrative. Very
But you know
lucrative.
what? Transparency is key because they're not for everybody. They aren't.
No.
They're not for everybody. But
No.
there's still a position, there's still a job, they still have a place in this world, and they can be phenomenal for the right person.
Yes.
So thank you so much for your transparency. I love that because I'm all about it. Like Mark and I, we're in a commission-based business, and you know what? It's not for everybody, but guess what? Neither is IT. IT ain't right for me.
Yeah.
It's not right for
No,
me.
it is not.
It's a very, you guys, it's very lucrative. So if I'm the person who's interviewing you, I'll explain the whole situation about why it's low hanging fruit and lucrative. It's not like you're going to make $15 a year. It's a
Right.
very lucrative, generous commission plan, and it's a startup company. So you want to be a sales manager, a sales director, anything in this company.
You can grow.
There's like only 40 people there right now. So soon there's
Timing.
gonna be 190 on Monday.
On Monday.
Timing. It sounds like one of the timing
Dang.
things. I've been
Y'all better get
in
your
a
foot
number
in
of
that
places
door
in
is
my
all I'm
career.
saying.
It's been all about timing.
Yeah,
Yep.
get your foot in that door.
And it's funny because I have all these people on my career wake up call, right? 500 people typically every week. And I just hired 2 of them for this company today.
Got a great question here from Isha Donaldson. She says, will a commission job affect your unemployment payments?
Yes,
Great question.
unfortunately
Yes,
it will. It will. It will. But you will make so much money that you will not need unemployment.
Linda Howard has a good question here. Who makes the buying decision?
Who makes the buying decision at the hospital?
Yeah, who's the decision maker that decides who?
I'm going to go with the materials manager, but I don't know because I'm not in sales for them yet.
She's like, I'm about to jump in there and get some of that money.
I might be.
You might be working for them
I
on
already
Monday,
talked to
right?
them about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm seriously considering it. It's low hanging fruit. Come on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, they usually have, if it's a big hospital system, they'll have a purchasing department, but if it's a smaller clinic or system, they'll have usually their operations manager is the one that makes those decisions.
Well, and also we have these custom masks, remember, and those you get to sell to HR professionals, Foster.
Oh, good.
See?
So you and I'll be talking. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Absolutely. That's wonderful. I do want to talk to you more about that because there are a number of people that are, I get involved with everybody. I'm kind of Dr. Phil, or I'm the job father, I guess. And
that's funny. I'm Ellen DeGeneres.
You're talking about stories, LinkedIn stories. Boy, I get them every week, and I love it. That's my calling in life. I love it. And so this could be a solution for a number of people. So we'll talk a little bit more. We'll
join at absolutelyabby.com. Send me an email, but gotta hurry.
That again. I think Mark put it in the comments
it's
there.
Join at absolutelyabby.com. And when you do that, remember you're going to get my resource guide. So if you don't want a sales job, don't worry about it. Still send an email to join at absolutelyabby.com so I can invite you to the calls and I can send you my free resource guide. Please get it.
You get all kinds of stuff with Absolutely Abby.
It's hot.
And here's the deal, guys. We know that, it may take a level of comfort, getting out of your comfort zone, right? If you've never done a commission job before, hey, that's okay. It's going to be a little bit out of your comfort zone. That's all right. Speaking of comfort zone, right? Let's talk about that for a quick second. I always like to give somebody a plug while we're on Zoom now to get an opportunity to get out of their comfort zone. So what I mean by that is I'm going to be sending some lucky winner here a link on LinkedIn.
Wow.
To hop into this Zoom with right now. Okay.
It's really,
so here's what we want to do.
It's really fun, Abby.
Somebody in the audience gets to come in the show. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to put hashtag comfort zone in the comments section. Okay.
Wow.
If you are, okay, you have to meet these criteria. If you are first connection with me, right, we have to be connected because I'm going to then send you a direct message. Okay. So you have to be at your computer, not like on your cell phone. Okay, I want you at your computer, a direct connection with me. And if you want to get out of your comfort zone and give a quick plug to either your business, your company, any positions you're hiring for, or if you're a job seeker, what you are really hoping to land, like your dream job, put hashtag comfort zone in the comments section. Do it now.
You know, guys, Shelly Casino, my buddy, just made a comment. She said she was a full desk recruiter for a number, I think for 5 years, and that's how she learned the business. So it could be a stepping stone as well. And Shelly, in my opinion, Shelly is one of the absolute best IT recruiters in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Cool.
So there's
All right, guys,
opportunity out there, guys. It just springboards
Yeah,
from
let's
one thing
get those-
to another.
Let's get those comments in. By the way, I hashtag Chick-fil-A.
Oh man, look at there. Do you have that lemonade or do you have a Coke or something?
Oh man, you know it's that lemonade.
It's that lemonade. It's got to be that lemonade.
Oh, okay. I got it here. I got it. We have a winner, and I'm super excited about this.
Who we got?
winner
Who we got?
because
I don't even see those
she's-
comments in yet.
She's
You already got them?
been crushing it. This girl has been crushing it. You know who you are. Go to your LinkedIn message right now, Laura Van Camp. I want you to go to your LinkedIn
Oh,
messages.
Laura?
I'm going to send it. Yep, Laura Van Camp.
Man, I don't even see those comments in yet.
Yeah, it takes, there's a 30-second lag for those comments to start pouring in. So, yeah, Laura, go check your LinkedIn messages. I'm literally doing it as we speak. It's probably already beat me there.
Laura is a very, very good networker. We see her on Zoom a whole lot.
Oh yeah, we got to collaborate already. She did her job seeker commercial, and I posted it on our page. And so we're gonna plug that so we can get everybody to go check her out, because she did an amazing job.
There's Andy Cook. She says, "Yes, ma'am, Laura Van Camp."
Oh, I see. You know what? On my phone, all the comments are like right there, but on the desktop.
Yeah, on the
LinkedIn
desktop,
version,
it's
they're behind. They're way behind.
Yeah, the comments have never been the bomb.com with LinkedIn yet. They're still glitchy. And that's okay. That's all right.
Get them in here. Get them in here.
Let's see. Here she comes, Laura Van Camp. Yay! There she is.
There's Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Let's get her unmuted here.
Oh, yeah.
Laura,
Who's
what's
that?
going on? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing? I'm so excited.
Oh, good.
Cool. You are the lucky contestant on the Who You Know show. How awesome is that?
I know. It's a good day.
Yeah, it's a good day.
So,
We
Laura,
appreciate you, Laura. It's good to see you.
in like, give us in just a minute or so, tell us a little bit about like your search, what you're looking for, your dream job, what are your passions, like what drives Laura?
So I am an experienced product manager and really focused on CPG, so consumer packaged goods. And I currently live in Kansas City, so I'm actually not in the Dallas area, but I got connected with the Who You Know network, which has been absolutely amazing. I feel like it's taken my job search to a new level in terms of just figuring out how to connect with people in a different way. And I really stepped out of my comfort zone in doing so, which is great. But really, I have a very diverse background. So I worked for the Coleman Company, which is camping equipment. And most recently, I worked for Hallmark Cards. So I went from camping equipment to greeting cards, which is
Oh, wow.
very different, although it's all about connecting people, right?
That's right.
So getting that family connection, getting that friend connection, developing those relationships, right?
Hey, that's my word
I
beside barbecue.
know. So I definitely have a big interest in making it into the Dallas area and into the market down there. So there's a lot of
You
great
know, Laura, remind us where you are again.
KC.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City,
guys,
that's right. Are you a
Are
Chiefs
y'all
fan?
noticing? Are y'all noticing an audio issue here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like real quick. I'm gonna mute it, and then if you guys can also mute, because I want to hear. I want to make sure we can hear Laura pretty good. Laura, can we hear you again?
Sure.
Yeah, her volume's a little lower.
Your volume is like super hot, Mark. I don't know what's up with that. So we just had an audio issue all of a sudden.
Technology.
Yeah, it's
You
all
can
good.
you can adjust your controls in the little microphone. That little arrow, you can adjust your audio settings. So you can increase your mic or decrease your mic.
Yeah, Laura, if you want to maybe just kind of turn it up a little bit, that's okay. We were just having some issues here. All right, so one of the things I want to do while we're getting all that squared away is I want to go over to your video that you made recently. Well, first of all, let's before I go to that, what was that experience like making a video?
You have to follow the rule not to rewatch it more than once.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
You will spend way too much time over analyzing how you look, how you sound, all of those things.
Oh, there you go. There, your volume's good now.
Yeah, there we go. Volume's way better. Yes.
Yay. Okay, good. Hopefully everybody heard that.
Yeah, why don't you say that again? I know they heard it, but it was probably real low. Why don't you say that again?
Yeah, really, when you make these videos, the key is not to watch it more than once. So record it, watch it, and if you need to re-record, do so, but don't keep re-recording because you'll just continue to put yourself into a huge time suck.
Well, I got to say you did an amazing job. It came in perfect. Look, 59 seconds, right? That's absolutely beautiful, under a minute. And
hey everyone, my name's Laura Van Camp. I wanted to take a minute to introduce myself. I am a product marketer. I've been in the industry for about 12 years now, working on consumer packaged goods or #CPG. My passion for product development really is fueled by making consumers' lives easier. If I can make a product that is going to help them in their everyday life or for special occasions, that is definitely something that makes me happy and continues to make me want to innovate in the industry. I've had the pleasure of working on some pretty iconic brands and have a very diverse background. I am looking for my next opportunity and would love to connect with all of you out here on LinkedIn. So go ahead and click the link here. You'll be directed to my LinkedIn page. I'd love to connect with you.
That's amazing.
That was awesome. Hands on LinkedIn.
So can I just say something? That was like the most amazing thing. And I've been telling people to do videos like that, not as good as that, but for years. So Laura, I'm totally impressed with you. And I'm actually going to call you because I might want to have you as a guest on my career wake up call or something. I want to do something with you because that was amazing. And
yes.
I have to jump off the call because I have to interview a sales rep in 4 minutes. So yeah. So hopefully I'll get some of you and I'll be able to interview some of you instead or in addition.
That's networking. That's how it works.
That would be
right
great.
there.
I'm so honored. I attended one of your first COVID calls, actually. I was online and really appreciated just your positive attitude towards the whole community. And you really help a lot you. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm definitely going to reach out. We got to do something with you. There's something we got to do with you. I don't know what it is.
That sounds awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys. Trevor, Foster, Mark.
Bye.
Thank you
Abby,
guys
thanks
for
for
having
joining.
me.
I'll text you later, Abby.
All right. I hope you guys are staying healthy and happy, and I'll see you around.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Abby. Laura,
Bye.
don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I'm about to post the link to your video, okay? I'm going to put it in the comments section. It's so funny. I want to say chat because we were doing all these Zooms. I keep saying, wanting to say chat, but I just posted it. So you guys need to go check out Laura Van Camp. You need to go look at her video. And you know how you can help her? You know, all you got to do is, you know, go tag somebody. You could tag somebody on there. You could give it a comment, a like. Any engagement on this post will help push it further and further and further and help Laura get noticed. So great job. Look at that.
We're going to get Laura down here to Texas. It's going to happen expeditiously. Don't ask me how to spell that. That's a big one. I read it.
Well, I'm excited. I have some friends in the area, and then now that I have this whole network from
you got a whole network now.
I have a ton more friends to come down and meet. So I would absolutely love that.
Well, and you know, be inspired. Definitely be inspired to do so. There have been people that have done this in our network already. Egbert Lim, he's in Oak City, right? Oklahoma City. And so he's only about, you know, 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours away from Dallas. But he had been driving back and forth every week for career transition groups, coming to career transition groups in Dallas. He finally got a place here, an apartment, I think he got. So he's able to stay here, you know, more on a permanent basis. But he took that leap.
But think about that now, like now with Zoom and everybody on that kick, like we were talking about this too, when things do go back to normal, right? And the lights get turned back on. I think there's still a lot of opportunity for career transition support through Zoom. You can just reach so much more people. And I know Mark and I, we've talked about this. We're going to continue using Zoom. It just makes so much more sense. We can impact more lives and help more people rather than, I mean, we were doing it at the Cowboys Club, which was an amazing venue. We did a happy hour and it was cool. Okay, guys, anybody ever on the audience, did you go to our career transition workshop at the Cowboys Club? I'd love to hear your comments on that. It was awesome, right?
It was. And
Laura,
Mark Leshington Murray says, Laura, the area and the people are amazing. He's from the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But we can impact more lives from all over the country is my point. I think that the Zoom thing is the way to go, right? I think that's the future for us, for the Who You Know show. I mean, we're going to be in studio, and our next show will be actually in a studio, but for our summit and our courses and all that kind of stuff, totally do it on Zoom, you know?
Meg Rose, come on, what is it with the Patriots, Meg Rose?
I told her no Patriots, please.
No Patriots, no Patriots.
I mean,
who's your team, Laura?
Well, obviously the Chiefs. I mean, we won the Super Bowl.
How convenient.
Is it because of that, or are you like
right? Is this fair weather? Is this fair weather fandom talking?
I'm honestly more of a college basketball girl. So that's really my thing. Go Jayhawks, Kansas.
Todd Lamb.
I'm opposite. I'm UK.
Todd Lamb just said, love the happy hour at the Cowboys Club. The old fashions were incredible. Yeah, we did have we did a toast. So what we did prior to this was at the Cowboys Club, we had a happy hour and we did a workshop in person. It was a 4-hour workshop. And then after the workshop, we did a networking happy hour and toasted and, you know, had a little celebration and you know, all that good stuff. And it was amazing. It was a lot of fun. I love doing that. But we could only do like 20 people at a time, right?
It was limiting. We got our feet under us, so we know what we're doing now. And then boom, all of a sudden we are global.
Yep. So.
I'm certainly happy you guys are everything is virtual. It's been an absolute dream for me in terms of being able to get connected.
Yeah. Yep. So Laura, when you get down here, nobody said anything yet, but when you get down here, Trevor's going to start working on you about this Dallas Cowboy thing. I just want to tell you a little bit ahead of time. Mark, it's no hope for Mark. Hey, we're done.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to convert you. I mean, that's just what I do. I mean, it is the Cowboys. Like, you'll see when you come to, when you come to Texas, I'm not gonna say if, but when you come to Texas, right? You'll see.
Yep, the Bears.
They're America's team. They've been that way a long time.
Yep, the
I'm
Bears.
gonna get it for that. Oh, I'm gonna pay for that.
Yep, the Bears.
Gosh, I hate when
They're
you say
Raiders.
that. There's nothing more that just it's like nails on a chalkboard than when Mark says the Bears. Oh.
That's my favorite commercial too. When the Bears super fans are on the plane and Aaron Rodgers comes in.
Aaron Rodgers.
And they're like, yeah, we know who you are. You're that discount double check guy.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta give it to you. That's pretty good.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Wow. Okay, so guys, again, check out Laura Van Camp. Go to her profile. Go to the video. I posted it in the chat, or I keep saying chat, comments. Go check out that video. Make sure you not only like it, give it a comment. The more comments, okay, the LinkedIn algorithm determines that it is positive, and we'll keep that thing going on and on and on and on. So go comment on her post right now. Okay, go do that.
Absolutely, we got to get her down here. The tractor beam. I'm a Star Trek fan. The tractor beam is flowing.
Wow.
And hey, guys, before you leave, if you haven't, click the share button, that little button down at the bottom of your video window. Share the feed. Also tag somebody. So if you know somebody, how about this? If you know somebody who is a manager who hires or a recruiter that hires, tag those people in the comments. Make sure that they get tagged on this show and are aware of it.
100%. Guys, well, that's it. That's our show. It's all
about who y'all know. That was weak.
It's every week.
That was bad. That was pretty bad. Wait, hold on.
You can tell we didn't rehearse these things.
It's all about.
There it is. Go, Mark.
Wait, look, it's the credits. Look.
Low budget, y'all. Low budget.
I just saw the number of viewers just absolutely drop.
Oh yeah, we're done.
That's okay. Sorry. Hey, but on that note, guys, low production value, Zoom account, any one of you can do this too. You can do something like this to get visibility. I highly encourage that you do it. You don't need to have a studio. Like, we're about to be back next week in the studio. You don't need that. You don't need all fancy microphones and all that kind of stuff.
New studio.
Like
next week, new studio.
Yeah, I know, new studio. But what I'm saying is you don't need all of that. You don't need it. Go get a Zoom account and go create something and get visible right now. Go do it.
Yep.
All right, that's
guys.
it.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Laura. Bye.
Bye.